Hi, hello, this is Marina the Vampire. I am a Puerto Rican writer aspiring to be a hybrid author. I am also the author of Marina the Vampire, which is a paranormal romance serialized story available through Coffee, Patreon, and Kindle Vella. And today, this is an unscripted sit-down chat about how the heck I project hop. Some of you may know or may not know that I project hop. I don't hide that. I think if you have seen me talk about the projects that I working, or if you have seen me consistently on some of my friends' streams, you know that I work on multiple projects. How do I do that? A lot of people ask me. And I pretty much, I don't think I have ever done a video telling people how I do it. I pretty much just, whenever I get asked, I just say it. But I pretty much Pavlov myself to be able to project hop. So, some of you may know or may not know, this is by memory because I studied this a long time ago when I was in university. And if you have any sense of my age, that is more than a decade ago. So this is just my memory. Ivan Pavlov, it was a Russian scientist, psychiatrist, something like that. He is known for conditioning dogs to do certain things when specific triggers are triggered. So that's pretty much what have I done to myself. It sounds, if you know anything about the Pavlov conditioning, it was not the greatest thing for animals. I pretty much Pavlov myself. I set certain triggers to kind of like push myself quicker into the writing space for a specific book. So the main thing that I use is music. My friends know, probably you may have seen it by the clips that I show on my writing blogs. I use Spotify. I'm a Spotify lover. I pay for my subscription, but Spotify, if you want to sponsor me, I will do almost anything. I love Spotify. Like, nothing has yet substituted everything that I do in Spotify. So I create playlists. That's one of the first things that I do when I'm starting my brainstorming, outlining, plotting phase of a story. I start making a playlist, and this playlist becomes one of the key components for me to get into that specific project mind. For example, if I'm having a little trouble like coming up with ideas, if I'm stuck, if I don't know where the characters should go, I pretty much just listen to the playlist and let my brain immerse itself in the feelings and the atmosphere that I have created with the music. And that usually helped me to kind of like get ideas and unstuck myself if I was stuck.
Jeez. Great time for me to just record, but it is pretty decent lighting. So.
The other thing that I I do, not often, but I do, is candles. I don't have any like specific scent for projects, but I usually, if I want to light a candle, I'll try to light something that kind of like aids the ambience for the project that I'm working. For example, if I was writing the holiday romance and I want to light a candle, I probably will light a candle that is more wintry, Christmassy scent than any of the other candles that I have, just to aid the ambience of it. You have seen it too. Sometimes I use some ambience videos. You probably have seen a lot of wintry views on this monitor. So I do have a ambience playlist on YouTube. I have an ambience playlist for my holiday romance, and pretty much all of them are a variety of sort of wintry views. There's some balcony with snow falling and a fire pit crackling sound. Some of them are inside of a coffee shop, and they may not be snow falling, but the view from the window from that coffee shop is all wintry street. It's a lot of Christmas decoration, a lot of like coffee sounds. Sometimes those videos do have music. The ones that have music, I usually have them muted because I already have my playlist running. Living room with a Christmas tree, or bedroom with a window, a view of the outside, and the outside is all wintry and snowy. There's some ice rink videos. There is a variety. There's some like walking on a forest full of snow video there. Like, there's a variety of things that I can just put there, so I can pretty much trick myself that I am in a winter place, even though I'm in Puerto Rico where there's no winter like that. So also, I sometimes I do things with like taste. So for my holiday romance, there's specific tea that I drink. I don't drink that tea any other time that if I'm not working on the holiday romance, I don't drink that tea. Like, that tea is exclusive for when I'm working on my holiday romance. I also have 1 or 2 cups that I use that are kind of like Christmas cups that I use when I am working on the holiday romance. Sometimes I use a clear one because it's just bigger and I want more tea. So yeah, I have a lot of different triggers to trick myself to get into that headspace quicker. So that's how I jump a lot from project to project. Also, and this is important, I do have an outline for all of my books. So if I was a full-on pantser, I think this could be a lot harder, because I wouldn't have even a roadmap, which is what I kind of like look at my outlines are, like kind of like a roadmap for me to follow, and most of the time deviate. I'm pretty sure if I was a pantser, project hopping will be a lot harder, even with the triggers. So just to give you an idea, you might be able to see some, excuse the little mess. I sometimes live here. So I do have a Marina the Vampire playlist. I do have a Rebecca Lopez First White Christmas, which is my holiday placeholder title for the holiday romance playlist. I did started one for one of the kind of like stories within the world of Marina, but since I've not said anything about that, I'm not gonna be able to show it. See, if you've been a long subscriber, Mealy's book, which is my YA like a YA Buffy the Vampire in Puerto Rico kind of like story, sort of. It has a playlist. Stephania's book, which is my my YA K-pop contemporary. I think it's a romance. Most of the time I call it a coming of age, but I think it is a YA contemporary romance too. Still working on that. It does have a playlist, as you can see, has a lot of K-pop in it, because the girl, it is a K-pop fan. So yeah, I have plenty of playlists for a variety of books. Some of them have I already started writing. Some of them are in like zero draft stage and may stay there in the drawer to never see the light. Some are just in the brainstorming, outlining phase. But yeah, so to round up this very chatty, all over the place video, the way that I can project hop is, first, I do have an outline. It's not as you'll see on the outline videos, that is not as extensive as other outliners out there. I have a playlist. I have a scent, or I have a general idea of what kind of candles I can light for whichever project. If I have kind of like a want of burning a candle, for some projects like the holiday romance, I have a specific tea that I drink with specific cups that I drink from, and I also have ambience and scenery playlist, so I can visually put myself there. I do also have Pinterest boards, but I don't refer back to them as often as other people do, so I don't feel like they do contribute that much in the bluffing myself into, like, conditioning myself into and triggering myself into my book's mind space. So yeah, that's what I do. That's what works for me. It has worked for me for years. I started doing that when I started writing fan fiction. I kept it the moment I started to kind of like write more original stories, and it still works for me. It works really, really well. So if the wheel is not broken, I don't have to remake it or anything like that. So yeah, that's how I project hub. It's not a big secret. It's not something complicated. I just condition myself to it. So yeah, if you enjoyed this video, if you find this entertaining, maybe useful, please hit the like If you enjoy writing videos, writing vlogs, 10Ks in a day, and the occasional stream, please subscribe to my channel. Let me know in the comments if you are a project hopper and how you can project hop. What are your methods to do that? If you don't feel bad. Let me know. Even if you don't project hop, if you have things that you like to do to kind of like set the ambience, set the vibe for your writing session, let me know down in the comments. Again, thank you for watching, and I'll see you on the next video. Bye.